All right, Brandon, my ISO is 100. How does that sound? Is that good? Is that a good ISO? Or am I gonna be blown out like I always am? All right, ladies and gentlemen, today was an extremely random day. I think if you took a snapshot of my life, I'm either doing things that are really exciting or I'm doing interesting things, maybe not even interesting things, and then I'm just jumping between meetings and design blocks. So today was one of those days where I had 15 Zoom calls, a couple design blocks, and it was kind of exhausting. But my last Zoom call of the day was with a friend of mine, and he asked me a question that I wasn't really ready for. And he said, what's the secret to staying together so long? And I was like, I guess, Dana and I have been together 22 years. We've been married going on 18, and we've been through all the stages. I'm sure there's more stages. Are there more stages? All right, so we just got home and I got my buffalo hide. So I'm gonna shut the heat off in here so it stays cold. I'm gonna lock all the doors. Our dear friends, which I think I've shown you in another video, haven't been here in 3 days. And normally what that means is there is something in the area, and I think the mountain lion from base of the mountain has moved up here. That's normally what scares the deer away, and the last thing I want to do is leave a bison hide out so that we lure the mountain lion up here. We're gonna close this place up nice and tight, and then I'm gonna drop the hide off tomorrow at the tannery, and we'll have a nice bison hide. Trying to use all of it, everything that we possibly can. So we've got the full hide here. It's all cleaned up, gonna get dropped off tomorrow. Come over here, little tyke. There's more stages, right? So the first stage was little kids, and then the second stage was broke little kids actually trying to do life, like once we got out of college. The next stage was being super broke because we bought a house. That really took all of our money. Trying to work 2 full-time jobs and do all the things and then side hustles. And then we sort of entered social media and you grew to like superstardom. Like you're like hella famous, you won Miss Olympia. And then I grew in the business sector and then had some songs hit. And then that came up, and then next thing you know, we were like successful in doing all these different things, or like, fuck it, successful. And now we're here, and it's been 18 years. And I get that question a lot on podcasts, like how'd you do that? I think it's a very simple thing that we did. Look at us. Now I'm on like a hanging up stuff spree. It's my favorite time. I got a little bit of time before anybody gets here. We're still about 5:45 in the morning. I get to like play around the warehouse for another little bit until people get here. Well, Austin's here, but he doesn't count. All right, next little project before staff gets here. This is a massive flex, and I understand that it's a completely massive flex, but I'm doing it. I'm a huge fan of Gallow Tech, and I've decided I want to get rid of all of these bins of attachments and things like that, and I want to hang them on the wall. And I was looking at all different options, and I realized that my favorite thing to do would be to hang up Gallow Tech in the gym, to hang the gym equipment. All right, I got good news and bad news. Good news is I really like it. Bad news is I'm short 1 panel because from this kit, I actually put it in my bedroom. Good news is it looks awesome. Bad news is I need more panels. Good news is I get to go shopping on Gallow Tech. If you guys don't know what Gallow Tech, high quality metal sheeting, and it's essentially for weapons. I have an entire room of this in my house with it's all hung up, so I'm gonna need to get the lock-in sort of holders here. I'm gonna go order some of those. I'm gonna order another panel. I might even take it over 2 more, so I might order 3 more panels and then all the attachments. I like this so far, and this feels right. All right, well, I have my one factor. The one factor is we've always shared our goals with each other and then figured out where they overlap and align. I wanted to be a creative and do creative things. Dana said she wanted to be a famous fitness model. You're a famous fitness model. And I was like, okay, cool, I can support you from the creative side. I wanted to be a fashion designer and all these different things, and we made our goals work together. And I think throughout that, we always talked about our goals together. We always made sure that they aligned and where they could cross over and where we could help. I think a lot of people end up setting really aggressive goals and then going in a silo, not sharing it, or setting really big business goals or money goals or life goals and not sharing it enough. Figuring out how to keep that alignment has been something really, really big for us.
The time will never be right.
So I'm gonna throw this in.
The wind will never
a random video to give you guys a heads up on what I'm working on, but I just got the final masters back from Charlie Hustle. So this should be the next Rob Bailey and the Hustle Standard single. All right, today is a ripping around day. Ripping around. It's about that time. Did you know, Austin, that there's pineapples in...
Yeah, I wasn't super confident about it, but...
I know, I really stumped you.
I Googled it this morning.
Jordan's back. Jordan was... You were faking being sick.
Exactly.
That's such a weird thing to do.
You know what it was? He didn't use
I
any...
did such a good job.
He didn't use any of his sick days.
He didn't use any of his days, and he was like, oh, these aren't rolling over? Fuck this, watch this.
They did roll.
Sick days are for fucking kids.
It's also like the new year.
Wait, do I get sick days? Or no? I don't get sick days.
I don't think you get sick days.
Oh, I don't get sick.
Yes.
That's what it is. The other thing that we do is we keep our shit off social media. So if you're ever mad at me, you're never mad at me.
Never.
And if I'm ever mad at you,
Never.
we don't post it on social media. Hey, we need to sleep tonight. You wake up the next day, you have a really good conversation about it, and you don't share it with the general fucking public. Grossest thing ever to do, fastest way to blow up a relationship is involve strangers on the internet.
I don't want to be on your camera.
You want to be on my camera? All right, Dana, still looking. Brandon wants me to have ISO at 800.
All right, put it at 800.
All right.
So, how about the people comment below which one looks better?
All right, so this is 800. Now I want to have you, whoop, I want to have you here. Oh my God, that is dark. I want to have you here. And then I was going to bring up the lights a little bit. So I guess we'll have the people vote.
Vote below.
I think Brandon's better. Taking a little break. We'll see how that camera thing worked out. Trained with you when? 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2 days.
I normally train before the world wakes up.
This is my enemy. This is my enemy.
But now
Before I
I'm
wake
going to
up.
train with Dana Lynn Bailey midday to
Just
break.
because he had such a phenomenal workout. I have
All right, so we're pushing Dana here. We're on the max pump machine. She normally doesn't do this much weight.
I
but
usually literally only do quarters.
I make her always do way more weight than she is able to. But you're able to do this. We're gonna go up after this, so this is still a warm-up set. Come on, get strong. Good. Here we go, here we go. There we go. Good. Come on, see? You can do it. You've been sandbagging this whole time. What's your ISO?
Right now, 16.
1600? Next, my last thing is, our roles are very traditional. So a lot of people see you and they look at Dana and they're like, Dana's jacked, she's an independent woman, girl power, all that. And that's true. But that is true. Dana is girl power, she's independent, she's strong, she owns her own businesses, makes her own money, but I am the goddamn captain of the ship. I think in traditional masculine and feminine roles, I am the masculine role. I make the decisions, I say the direction we're going, I take her input, obviously. We follow my lead, and I make majority of the decisions because she trusts me to make those decisions. I trust her where once in every 50 decisions, she says, hey, that's not a good decision, or hey, that's not a good person, and I listen to her no matter what. My body could tell me that this is the best business deal or the best decision ever, but if she says it's not a good one, cool.
Oh, it's a... Girls have this internal gut feeling. And I only speak...
Why'd you do that?
Well, we just have intuition.
Yeah, but the voice you did was like, we have this internal gut. Whenever you talk...
Because it's like down here.
Yeah, but whenever you talk like a girl, you always go deeper. You have it backwards.
Okay. And I only voice my opinion when I feel like it's needed. Because, yeah, I do. I think a huge part of it is I trust every decision you make, business-wise, every life-wise, where we go. And then if something doesn't feel right, I say something and then we automatically like don't do it.
All right, let's get you doing another set. Hey, that's my camera, right? Mm-hmm. Can you film this shot cinematic for me? I have to go because I have to edit this video because
We have date night.
Today's date night.
Whoa, why'd you sigh like that?
Because date night is in the middle of like my work day. Like 7 o'clock at night is the middle of my work day.
7:30.
Oh, it's 7:30? Cool. It's on the off-center middle of my work day.
You're not supposed to sigh. You're supposed to be like, it's date night.
I'll edit out the sigh. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a good one. A little hint about tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you guys how to level up and how to work with brands. I already have a video planned ahead. That's crazy. No, that's good. It's not good. That's all I got.
Front double.
Front double's bad. I got a cramp in my foot. I can't mess around and do this all day. I know, but I got meetings, so we gotta get going. Good luck with your posing.